Whistler, he can be the comedic relief. Then there's Hiller. Oh no, I'm sorry. Whistler's the old cranky man. Hiller's sort of the comic relief. Rita, Hellboy has jokes, but not like he's not smooth. Laura,
he's the muscle.
Yeah, and then but McQueen's like the smooth. He's like the Sun Kang of the Furious group. Like Sun Kang was like real chill with Gal Gadot.
Well, he's like the face of our A-team.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. So he's the Bradley Cooper of
I want to see a Bradley Cooper remake of The Blob next summer.
Oh, dude, and I tell you, that tank scene in A-Team is pure gold. I don't know what shells landed where, but that scene is pure gold. All right, so
I don't know.
Oh man,
I don't know how it could happen, but imagine if they said this summer, The Blob, and it's Bradley Cooper, but the Blob is being played by The Rock somehow.
Is bad CGI like the Scorpion King?
Yeah, or just like even like as the Blob moves around, like The Rock is his consciousness, and you can kind of like it's an internal monologue.
Yeah.
So The Rock not even on screen; it's just like him narrating what the Blob's doing.
The Rock is doing it. Layeth the smack it down.
It'd be amazing.
This one,
right?
Oh, dude, The Rock narrating.
So
the
you
Blob.
get the final pick here.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Elmont needs to go because we already have like the Hiller, and we have the face of like McQueen, right?
Right.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't seen Split Second, so I hate to get rid of. I love this idea, but I gotta kind of get rid of that.
No, and I'll say that Rutger Hauer hasn't made the final cut in many of our lists. He's been on my picks, but he hasn't made a lot of the lists.
It's like it's like Dolph on mine. I've like left Dolph out a few times as well.
Right.
All right. Brody, I just think he just wouldn't. I don't know how he would stand out in this group.
And again, I don't think we need him.
Yeah.
With the other people we have. We have a Whistler.
All right, so since we have Hiller in there, he can literally knock things out with one punch, right? And then we have Rita Vertasky, who's the leader. Not too humorous, just a badass. We have Hellboy, who can drop some things. He's the muscle, right? So we have the muscle. Then we have Laura Croft, who's, she'll do one-liners and stuff, but she's bankroll. She's more, we have that role. Then we have McQueen, who's super smooth. So we already have the comedy. So, but we already have so it's like, we need to have not the comedy, but we need the human element in this group. So I think, Kevin Bacon from Tremors adds the human element. He's the Roman of the Fast and Furious crew.
Right.
Does that make sense?
And again, he's the guy who is going to be able to think fast on his feet about strategy and understanding the enemy.
And like, if you think about it, Roman is always complaining about things, but then he'll come out of nowhere and figure something out.
Right.
Right? Like
Roman would rather be at home, but since he's there, he's going to be the guy who figures it out.
Yeah, and he does. Like, he figures out a lot of these things in these movies. As much as I love Eco, I don't think we need a silent, because you already have Rita. She doesn't really talk much. McQueen talks when he has to. Does that make sense?
McQueen talks with his eyes, man. Let's be honest.
So, like, you kind of need... You have Hiller, but I don't look at Hiller as a motor mouth. He's more of like a...
No, sit and wait and let their lines mean something.
And you need... Well, you know what, though? Hiller needs to have someone to bounce with. And
absolutely. He needs a straight man. And
that would be Bacon. Like, he and Bacon would be the ones bantering back and forth. Does that make sense?
Absolute, 100%.
I think Laura Croft and McQueen would get along really well. I think Rita and
have
Hellboy.
Beautiful children.
Yeah. Just oh my gosh. And then Hellboy and Rita, I think, would kind of get along because they're badasses, right? And they kind of get each other. And then Whistler's just cranky. And you need Whistler to deal with Bacon and Hiller.
100%.
We really thought this out.
This is maybe the greatest monster team ever assembled.
All right, and I'm going to add this onto I'm going to write my own post. I'm going to write a post about it. I don't know when I'll get it out before the end of the year. And then I'll also include our team on. So I got to add a bunch of links here. I got to add the CGI link. I'll add the jump link. So I'll add some links to our article as well to kind of make it, so if you want to hear everything we're talking about, you can just go stop by the MFF page and check this out.
Right.
So we have Whistler, Captain Hiller, Rita, Hellboy, Laura Croft, McQueen, Bacon, and, well, no, wait. Oh, then I put CGI, but that's a note. I think that's a perfect team.
No, it's gold. It should be the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen Part 2, our team of monster hunters.
With these characters.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Just make some copyright calls.
What movie are we doing next?
I think we're gonna break from our like set schedule we had. Are we gonna do Icebreaker?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do Icebreaker and snowmobile action scenes.
Yeah.
And then we also have
100%.
Faster coming up, right? And we have Goon.
Goon coming up. Yep.
I'll look at the notes that we have. I need to put this in a spreadsheet. So we're going to break from that. We're going to do Icebreaker starring Sean Astin and a bald...
Our Christmas special is Icebreaker.
With snowmobile action scenes, which is amazing. And then...
Filmed minutes from my home.
Oh, that's amazing. And you're a snowmobile... We'll get further in that. We'll save it for the pod on that. But
yes.
This was fun, man. I'm glad we did this. I've been wanting to talk about this movie for a long time. Like, I don't know why.
No, there was a couple of things that came up due to the season that prevented it from happening last week, but this has been good.
Oh no, this is dude. We're always good, man. This is fun.
No, this is the best.
All right, so this was fun. Well, I'll see you again for our snowmobile thing. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for Adam, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We will see you next week.